Yes, you know I am. Hey, I can't tell you guys how excited I am about doing what I do because I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I gotta do it. It's not like, oh, if I don't do this, this ain't gonna happen. I just want everybody to feel like how I'm feeling. Do what you love to do. If it makes you feel good inside, if it makes your spirits like, you just feel like, yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah, you are the shit. Ain't nobody, who else? Who else is gonna feel good about you if you ain't feeling good about you? And that's not a laughter at you. You laughing at them. Round of applause, man. Round of applause for each and every one of you for joining me here. This broadcast, man, I am live on the air. I promise you, this is Ad Weekly. This is the Ad Weekly podcast. I am officially on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. I am officially on Spotify. I'm officially, you know what's crazy? I'm having a little trouble with iHeartRadio, but it's okay. I'm sure they'll come around. It's probably something I did wrong. Cause hey, you know, I'm the new kid on the block, but I don't feel like the new kid on the block. I feel like I've been here. But there's a lot of things to unpack. First off, did you guys catch the Grammys? I didn't catch the Grammys. Outside of me enjoying my time on the air and spreading love and things that inspire me, I got a job. You know what I'm saying? I got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The same energy I get at job, career, I'm going to give it to myself too. So I hope this reaches out to somebody, and I hope it translates to something positive in your life. But the Grammys, I caught some clips. I did. I caught some clips. Kendrick Lamar, he wins 5. He won 5 Grammys. Hey, man, guess what? Hey, you know what? I be trying to find the fine line in between stuff. Since we're on the subject of music, is like, we all know that the entertainment, the group, or set way into the Super Bowl, that was going to be Bad Bunny, right? And, you know, I don't know why in America we have this, you know, as much as, you know, just the land of free, home of the brave, we be having opinions, and them opinions, boy, some of them opinions be heavier than others. And, you know, Bad Bunny won Record of the Year, if I ain't mistaken. He really did. He won Album of the Year. He did. And Bunny, you know what I mean? Like hey man, you got to be happy for people that, you know, and especially in these times. You know what I mean? He had something to say, and I thought it was really valid. I really did. I thought it was really, really valid what he did. And he basically, you know, he was telling like, hey man, we all human beings. And I, you know what, to be honest with you, I don't have nothing against what he said. I really don't. But I got a little clip, and I want you guys to listen to it. I thought it was heartfelt. It came from a real place. So check this out.
Before I say thanks to God, I'm going to say eyes out. We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans.
Now, hey, you got to understand something about, I'm almost 99.9% sure that I'm not even checking what's going on right now with the algorithm. I'm really not right now. However, I know there's going to be something said about that statement. You know, like I know, this is going to be something said. He said before he thanks God, ice out. Now, I don't know how I feel about that statement, but I understand that statement. I just think it's a time for understanding. You cannot, well, you shouldn't. I don't want to tell you what you can't do, but you shouldn't put your values on someone else's values, because what I value might be totally different than what you value. I value human life. I value people having opportunities and to become whatever they want to be. Like, I truly believe that. I truly believe in whatever you want to be, as long as you're not hurting nobody. As long as you're not hurting yourself and you're not hurting nobody else, man. You know, everybody has free reign to grow. I think that's something that we all should, be held accountable. You know what I mean? Like, if nothing else, but for your opinion, back on opinions again, one opinion shouldn't be heavier than the other. We have to find a fine line. We have to find, some opinions or some shortcomings of people have cost people their lives. We have to find a place where we have to find common ground somewhere. Like, somewhere. We on planet Earth. The Earth don't need us. We need it. In a major way. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, we need it in a major way. I just feel like there's room for improvement, but I think the Super Bowl is going to be very interesting. Shout out to Bad Bunny. I don't know one song that you sing. I really don't. But that doesn't mean I don't admire the effect that you're having on culture, popular or not. I don't have to be a fan to lift somebody up. That's what we do at Ad Weekly. Even though I might not know one song that Bad Bunny sings, I'm pretty sure I've heard it, and I'm pretty sure I probably didn't know it was him. But I read, I can comprehend, and I'm sure whatever he did was great. I'm pretty sure of it, because I'm sure there's a fan base that loves him and admires him, and I've seen him in different facets of his career as far as fashion, and he had a release with Adidas and stuff like that. I'm familiar with him, but I don't really speak Spanish that well. But I always say that I have a really fond love of Hispanic and Latino communities because they've accepted me as family. I'm Spanish in my family as well, Dominicano, Puerto Ricans. It's in my family, like, for real. I'm not saying it like that. I don't have those type of ties to where I can deny my connection with other cultures, and that's just not smart. Now, how do you expect to grow and be anything if you're denying the ability for you to learn and absorb knowledge? I just like, come on, man. We don't need that. Really don't. And I just feel like sometimes, brother, I don't know, man. I just feel like sometimes, man, when you feel like that, it's quick to go to that. It's quick to jump to hate. We got to cut that out, man. Like, so let's move along, man. Let's move along. We there's other things to talk about. Since we're on the Grammys, I did speak about Kendrick. I also saw that Olivia Dean, she won Best New Artist. And she spoke about being the granddaughter of an immigrant and a product of bravery, and those people deserve to be celebrated. So I commend her for that as well. We are connected on so many different levels. It's just, you got to understand, it's just not always about, I don't know, I guess it's a group of people, and, you can call them elite, you can call them whatever. I just call them old money, and old money kind of likes the way old money been rolling, because you got to think, if certain things change in your yard or what you thought was your yard, and the yard don't look the same after 100 years, there's one or two things you probably did wrong, and you probably don't have another 100 years to figure it out. So I think the best thing to do is to accept people for wherever they come from. Who doesn't have the right to life? If you were born in this earth, if you were born and given the blessing of having life, you should have also the freedom to explore that life. Why would you want to see a group of people impoverished? That doesn't make sense to me. That does not make any sense to me at all. Just because you're in this part of the world, and if you have the ability to change your environment, by all means, please do. Change your environment. And if you can change your environment, maybe one day you can heal that environment that you originally come from, so people wouldn't have to escape. You know what I'm saying? Because from the outside looking in, it always looks better. But every place has its problems. I'm just saying, like, nothing's perfect. Like, nothing. Absolutely not. So moving right along, at least on the East Coast, this is probably one of the roughest winters I've seen in a few years. Some places as cold as 5 below. Like, it's ridiculous. So if you don't have no business outside, stay your butt home. All right? We talked about the Grammys. Hey, since we're on the subject of music, I checked out another artist that I'm more familiar with, A$AP Rocky. His album was pretty dope. I don't really expect anything less. Was I checking for it? No, I wasn't checking for it, but I like it that way. If something catches my attention at this point in my life, it's always a treat because I'm an adult. So as being an adult, I have real responsibilities. So it was really a pleasure. I really appreciate that album. There's a few bangers, if I'm allowed to say that. You know, I'm not so far off the loop, but that I really enjoyed from my man A$AP. Really, really, really surprising to say the least, because I was just like, you know, I guess I'm at the point now where I'm so disappointed at, you know, what I consider my culture, you know, like hip hop. I'm so disappointed that I'm kind of like, I don't really expect much anymore. Like the biggest thing we had in a few years is the beef between Drake and Kendrick. I'm just like, come on, man, I'm kind of done with all that beefing. Like beefing in our culture, people wind up missing, and then they start breathing. I'm pretty tired of that. But there's a few songs on here that I really dig, and one in particular that kind of stuck out to me was "Stay Here for Life," featuring Brent Fires, who's actually from Columbia, Maryland. So he's up the road a little bit. But yeah, man, you guys should check that out. Don't be dumb. A$AP Rocky 2026. It's about 15 solid, like you can let it play front to back. I really would like to know your comments on it because I know this isn't what, I hate to say this, but to the younger generation, you guys are kind of being misled. You know, a lot of your music it predates what you guys are actually living, you know, so it's not really fair to you guys because you guys don't really have, and don't take this any kind of way, but you guys don't really have an identity of your own. Like a lot of now the guys in that, you know, late teens, early 20s, the guys that follow me and listen to me, I would really take advantage. You know, if I was you, I would take advantage of technology because you guys are born into it. You know, but a lot of us, you know, we fall victim to the pills and the Finny and all that. Like, listen, that stuff, bruh, you don't need it. You guys can be a millionaire in one night. All you gotta do is believe in your craft. That's it. Believe in who you are. If you got a team around you of people that really you trust and love and they hold you accountable, keep them people close because those people are rare. Okay? I'm only saying that as your big bro. I ain't your uncle. I ain't your daddy. I ain't none of that. I'm your big bro. All right? I got kids of my own. And my kids have no choice but to listen to me. And if they don't listen to me, I promise you they're on the island somewhere because they know they're wrong. All right? I ain't going to say no names. However, I'm only saying this because each and every demographic that I touch, the late teens, the 20s, you know, the 30s to the, you know, the early 30s to the 40s, you know, they kind of resonate with me because we all in the same generation. A lot of us don't really know what we be doing half the time. But the thing is you have to know is you have to keep trying. Throw something against the wall. If it don't stick, keep moving. You know, don't be that 40, 50-year-old guy that's still throwing bars and ain't nobody listening to him. Like, you really need to, like, stop. Like, working is nothing wrong with a job. But if you have a talent and you the only one to know you got it, then you're doing yourself a disservice. It's just going to take some work. It's really going to take some work, and you really got to just, like, sharpen your steel and get around people that really is kind of, like, doing what you're doing, or it's people that you're inspired to be like, or in industries that they are in. You know, I'm going to say that because I think it's only fair. You know, I don't want anyone to take anything I'm saying as disparaging. I just want people to understand that you the only thing holding you back. Nobody's in your way. I promise you. And on that note, we're going to switch gears. I think that this second episode is going to make a way to make some eyebrows raised, but I think also my core group, my core audience will understand where I'm coming from because, you know, it's Ad Weekly, baby. We here to stay. I'll holler at y'all next week.
Hey, you know, always at a bar with